Good evening, folks. Welcome to latest episode, Volume 5 of Wednesday Swing Fix with Stuart Martin Golf. Firstly, I apologise for not having a video up on Friday. Lost my voice, was feeling a little bit under the weather, so we will make up for lost time in due course, but let's crack on with this one. So, this client kind of struggled a little bit with leg movement. You're going to hear me talk a lot about leg movement, but the legs are very, very important in the golf swing, and a lot of golfers really don't know how to use them efficiently. So he really struggled with the weight as he rotated in the backswing. The weight would come out, his right knee would turn out, his weight would roll over onto the outside of his right foot. So from a planted position, his foot would roll to the outside. All the weight would move that way, but also meant his centre of gravity moved. This meant that his angle of attack was always going to change quite dramatically through the shot. Or his short routines, so he wasn't getting really any consistency there. So we had to work and explain on a few factors and how to improve that. Also, when you do allow your weight to move onto the outside of your right foot too much in the backswing, what we then tend to find is that we're not able to rotate or coil our upper body against our lower body as effectively as we would like. So let's just kind of have a look at this. So his right knee starts to wobble a little bit. His weight is now all on the outside here. And then because of that, he's not able to rotate or to coil as effectively as we would want. So everything becomes quite short. This guy's 6'4", so it's quite as much as the club's in a reasonably good position in terms of club face angle and width. It's only about a 70% backswing. There's not a huge amount of coil or turn, if you like, against the lower body here through his core, and his left shoulder really hasn't got round and past his chin to where we would want it. So all we talked to him about was getting a bit more stability in the backswing with loading up the inside of his right foot. And then from the sort of halfway position and about here, what we wanted to get him to do was to really feel that the left shoulder was coming round under the chin, and then this left forearm or then left bicep worked up the chest as he continued to coil his lower body. Very, very important that he doesn't just lift the arm from this position here. He's got to keep coiling. As he does so, he's able to get into a much fuller backswing. Looks pretty good in terms of playing, club face angle, etc. The next point that we had to work on was what I believed was his hips got a little bit too neutral at the impact position. There wasn't a huge amount of clearance, and he kind of struggled to really get through the shot. It wasn't until way after the ball was hit that his weight started to follow through. So put him into a couple of drill situations which are going to be key for you guys, just to think about, are your hips really in the right position at impact? Are they open to your target? Are they clear of your target? Are they allowing you to get into a fully extended follow through, or are you struggling a little bit? So it's worthwhile putting yourself onto camera and seeing what angle your hips are at impact. Are they sort of side on to your target, or are they facing your target or open to your target? Very, very key to look at. So going to put a couple of drills up for you now for you to work on, and it's giving you guys a couple of different things to think about on in terms of how to get into a better position at the top of the backswing through good coiling of the core against the lower body, and also getting a good shoulder turn, and then also getting the legs working efficiently in the downswing. So before I show you the two drills, I'll kind of explain them. First one on the left hand side is the step drill. I got him into a neutral setup position with a 7-iron in terms of ball position. I then got him to narrow his stance by bringing his left foot so that his toe was level with the golf ball. He would then make a quarter to half backswing, and before almost coming to a pause, and then to initiate the downswing, he was wanting to step forward to where his left foot was at the neutral setup position to really get the feeling of transferring the weight, getting an extension in the left side of his hips and the down to initiate the downswing, and really get him to feel as though he was attacking down into the back of the golf ball. So let me put you through his little step drill here first of all. That was better. So really kind of got him working on that. The next one was to get him into the feeling of where his hips should be at the impact position. So we got him into a preset of the hips on into the open position, so rotated round so they're facing the target or slightly left of the target. Then make a small backswing, really not a huge amount of power in these swings at all, really just focusing on the movements rather than how far we're able to hit it, and then really just seeing where the ball went. So let's run you through the preset of the hip routine.
Preset them, good. Love water.
If you're going to be doing a little drill here on the right hand side with the preset of the hips, just make sure that your right side, your right arm, extends down towards your target line and extends the club down towards your target line, and you don't get the club head flipping over and following the line of your preset hips, otherwise you're going to start hitting shots left. Thanks for tuning in again this week, and we'll be back with more tips, analysis and drills for you guys all to work on in your own games. Remember to like and subscribe to Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. Speak soon, golfers.